is why I'm responsible for the Sooners losing the 2008 BCS championship game. This story, oddly enough, starts out in Denver in 2006. I was doing this internship with Campus Speak, the college speakers agency, and I lived with three other interns, and there was Thorne, Jen, and Leanne. Now, I wasn't really friends with Leanne because she was from California. I don't really like people from California. Generally, it's Northern California is a little better, but she was Southern California. That's not good. Thorne was from Natchitoches, Louisiana. We always made fun of him because it was spelled Natchitoches. And he liked to call himself Thorn Daddy because he said that was his stripper name. And then there was Jen, who I hung out with quite a bit. She was from, why am I Xing here out? She was from North Carolina or New Jersey, however you want to look at it. And I was from Missouri or Iowa, whichever. So we had South, Northeast, California, and Midwest, right? So it was a rather interesting little situation going on there. So became friends with Jen. Then when I left to go to, when we both left, I left to go to Missouri State to get a master's degree. She went to Cincinnati. We thought it was kind of funny. My first email I got on my email account was asking me to go to the midnight breakfast, and her first email was that there was a person with a gun on campus shooting people. So, well, I thought I got the better deal of that. But then I finished at Missouri State and went to OU, and she finished and went to Florida. So, as it was getting to be about Thanksgiving, it looked like my team and her team were going to meet in the BCS championship. I said, hey, we should go. And then it turned out that's what happened. So I said, if I'm coming down there already, why don't I come down for New Year's Eve, right? So I came down for New Year's Eve to Gainesville, Florida, and then we went to the game. So New Year's Eve, we're sitting there. Who do you want to guess, in Gainesville, Florida, who do you want to guess shows up at, this is 2008, who shows up at where we're at New Year's Eve? Any guesses?
Bob Stoops.
No, not Bob Stoops.
The quarterback?
The quarterback, what's his name?
I don't know. Jason White? Is that a quarterback?
No, not the quarterback for the Sooners.
For Florida.
Tim Tebow. So, and by the way, he was totally drinking water the whole time. He did not have any drinks. And he was 21. So, Tim Tebow shows up, and I'm literally like 10 feet from him. By the way, I was 20 feet from Russell Westbrook last Saturday night at the Riverwind. I was 10 feet from Tim Tebow, and I was like, hey, I was texting all my friends back in Oklahoma. I was like, hey, I'm 10 feet from Tim Tebow. What should I do? And they all said, oh, you should break his leg. Now, he was flanked by a few offensive linemen, and he's Superman, so I don't think I would have been successful. But I didn't break his leg. I just took a bunch of pictures. So the next week at the BCS game, if you remember this game, Tim Tebow took over the game in the second half, and Florida won. But had I broken Tim Tebow's leg, they wouldn't have won, and I would have ended up in Gainesville jail. And I'm sure Jen would have not bailed me out. She's defriended me because I made fun of Florida, when Mizzou beat Florida. Whatever. So she's done this before. Anyway, so if I think, if I hadn't gone to Denver, hadn't met Jen, I would not have been at the BCS game, and I wouldn't have been responsible for Tim. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to break Tim Tebow's leg and have OU win the BCS game. Okay, you can hit stop.